Hello, everybody, and welcome to IC Markets Market Commentary. My name is Tamar Mehr from Trade with Precision. So banks suffering losses from bad loans and credit defaults saw a sell-off of risk currencies and the strengthening of safe haven currencies such as the Swiss franc. So today I want to take a look at a couple of markets that I'm currently watching for pullbacks and continuation of the move. And I want to start here with CAD Swiss. Now here on the monthly chart, we have a nice downtrend, clear series of lower highs and lower lows. Moving averages 10, 20, 50, all fanning, all in the correct order for a downtrend. And we also have nice convergence here to the downside from the momentum indicators. Now, taking a look here on the weekly is a similar story. Moving averages fanning and in the correct order, clear series of lower highs and lower lows, and flat to converge on the momentum indicators. So let's take a look here on the daily chart. Now, the daily chart, we can see we consolidated above this 57 level. It's also a round number. We tried to push higher. We made here a higher high, completely rejected that move, made another lower high, compressed above the level, broke it, and continued to a lower low. So what I'm looking for is a pullback to release some of the strong selling pressure, and I'm looking for that pullback to test the level of 0.57 from below. I'd also like to add the Fibonacci retracement from the latest high to the latest low, and we can see that we have the 61.8% retracement clustering with this previous low in and around that 0.57 level. Now, if and when the market will pull back into this area, it would also bring us back into the averages, into the sell zone, that area between the 10 and the 20 moving averages, so work out this current overextension. Next, I want to take a look at the chart of Aussie Swiss. Now, Aussie Swiss here on the monthly is in a downtrend as well, with moving averages 10, 20, 50, fanning and in the correct order for a downtrend. What we had after making another lower low is sideways into the averages. So we basically, the market caught up with the averages while the price action was going sideways. Let's take a look here on the weekly chart. We can see this sideways quite clearly. So we can see we consolidated above this level of 51.60. We had a couple of touches, not completely precise in this level, a break through that area and a rejection of that move. We can also see that for this break, we do have divergence on the MACD and flat on the RSI. So taking a look here on the daily, we can see that strong push and a rejection of that move. So what I'm looking for is a deeper pullback. I'm looking for a pullback to the level of in and around the 52.20. If the market will pull back into that area, it will also going to bring us closer into the averages. So we are currently sitting very close to that 51.60, but because that higher time frame divergence, I'm looking for a deeper pullback on this market. Lastly, I want to take a look at the chart of Kiwi dollar. Now, I want to start here with the daily chart. And in the previous video, I was looking for a pullback into that 58.50 area. We can see the market pull back into that area, printed a lower high, and had a continuation of the move toward another lower low. So what I'm looking for now is another pullback to in and around the 58 level. It's going to be a bit of a deeper pullback. We can see these touches have already tested the previous low. I'm looking for a pullback into this level. We can see we had a touch here previously that had a push and another push to a higher high. Now, if we'll take a look here on the 4 hours and have a look at that level, so we can see that we had some sort of consolidation at that area. So let me zoom out a bit. You can see we had a couple of tests of that level broke to a lower low, tested it from below, and continued to another lower low. So what I'm looking for, let me just zoom in a bit. I'm looking for the market to pull back into this area. So I'm looking for signs that the sellers are coming back on a lower time frame. And on this time frame, if and when the market will pull back into that area, they will no longer be in a downtrend. So I don't mind if the market will go a little bit higher and then roll over. Anything that shows me that the lower time frame are changing direction. If we'll take a quick look on the higher time frame, we can see we are still in a downtrend. We push to a lower low, and if we pull back into that area, we'll be closer to the averages on the weekly chart. Taking a quick look at the monthly, and we can see that pullback, lower high, and in a process of pushing lower. So I like this market, but since we had a very strong push already, I am looking for a bit of a deeper pullback, even in the context of the daily. Happy trading, everyone. Bye for now.